One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Brooklyn Beats. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And some space here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first-down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Jameis now going to run the option to the right. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, Winston finds a seam inside the 40. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a second down throw for Winston. And Graham's got it over the middle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Winston. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And Crosby puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. On second down, here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And on now is the punter. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go now.
Now Winston. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second and long. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start...
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Freeman gets past one man, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Going to try and throw on third down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it in for the touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A first down throw for Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny McCall. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Brooklyn football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A handoff. Devontae Freeman. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got him in, Calvin Ridley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Derek Rivers.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Jameis now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Michael Kendricks in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Winston now to throw on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second down, Winston. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On third down, Winston. And he's got his target. That's more. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Winston. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A 2nd down throw for Winston. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems that. And Winston lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Winston. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And as a result, possession switches hands. And now back out comes the offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Again, they'll run with Freeman. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys?
Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. As we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On third and long, it's Allen. He sets to fire deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw it in his...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Winston. Ellington has it, middle of the field. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Winston. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the balls.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenny Clark coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 14 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a second down throw for Winston. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now running right through it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Winston now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Looking deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Freeman again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. It's caught outright by Graham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. Chris Jones in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Flowers. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his leg.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
From the gun on 3rd down. Flowers, now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.